Doormat delivery here on Tuesday evening after our North Carolina snowstorm weekend. I'm sitting right across from what says order drone delivery with DoorDash. This facility's been being worked on for a while with their fences and their testing of the drones. Right now I'm sitting here waiting to see if any orders will come in. So far, nothing super great's shown up yet, but anyway, just kind of find it interesting that they've got this set up here. Obviously, the food still has to get here, or the drone goes to the restaurant and they somehow load it up from there. Not too sure. Not too sure when this will actually take effect, but interesting nonetheless. Okay, just got an Uber Eats order for $11 going about 2.5, 3 miles. I believe picking up over at Chili's. Alright, had a little bit of a wait in there for the Chili's order. But now it is going 2.2 miles, 8 minutes. Good thing about tonight is there's very low traffic on all the main roads. Very non-typical for 5:30 on a weeknight. I know schools are still out for the snow. I'm guessing some other businesses are either closed or people are working from home, I guess. Dropped that Chili's order off, and now I accepted already a pickup from a Mexican restaurant just a mile away, and going maybe a couple more miles after that. It was only for like $5.60, but it was a close pickup, fairly close drop off, so I just said go for it. Mexican restaurant pickup done. Circle around behind this building to an exit where I can turn left on the main road, because going out that main shopping center entrance will not let me do that. Now I'm looking at about 1.5 miles in 4 minutes. It's taking me a little bit away from where I like to normally be, but hopefully I can get an order that brings me back in this way. I dropped off the Mexican dinner and then started heading back north because I kept getting orders that were trying to send me into Charlotte, and that's where I really don't like going. Try to prevent that. Now they're trying to send me all the way north. Only $10 for 10 miles. I have to say no to that, but I did just get one $8 for like 1 mile, and it looks like I'm about a little over a mile, I guess, so I'm about a mile from the pickup. I think the drop-off's like less than a quarter mile or so from the pickup. So, and now $7 to go 6 miles. Not great, although I do want to go back to that area. I'll just take that one while I'm down here. $7 for 6 miles. Not great, but that's where I want to head back anyway. Okay, I already picked up the 2 orders. First one was the $8 for about a mile, and I am 0.3 miles from the drop-off. So he lives real close to this restaurant, but just didn't want to come get it himself, I guess. And the second pickup was right across the street from that one, so I went ahead and picked it up. Didn't even get back in the car for it because it was so close. And while I was walking across the street for that, I got an additional order of $7 for 0 miles. I'm kind of thinking that might not be correct. I don't know how it could be additional 0 miles unless this restaurant pickup is just right on the way to dropping off, and it could be. I guess I'll find out, but I'm dropping off the first order first because he's so close. And then I bet I'll pick up order number 3 en route to dropping off the second order. Dropped off the Latin Street Grill, which is the first of this triplet, first of this triple order. And it is now sending me to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, which is the third pickup of this triple order. Just picked up Bad Daddy's Burger and watching for the people here who should be crossing while I wait, but are taking their time. And so I'm now 2.5 miles and 6 minutes from dropping off that Salad Works that I picked up earlier. That second pickup of the 3. Drop it off, and then I'm assuming that the Bad Daddy's must be really close to that one also, because it did say plus 0 miles. Salad Works dropped off. That is drop off number 2 of this triple. And now I am going, no distance shown in here, but it's about 300 feet or so to another apartment building just down here on the left. So not far at all, but a little more than 0. I'm still happy enough with it. Order number 3 of that triple order delivered. And I did already accept another double. It was 15 and change for like 8.4 miles. And I am headed to the pickup 1.8 miles away, 5 minutes. At Thai House. Thai food, which sometimes can have a bit of a wait, but hopefully since I accepted it a few minutes ago and I still have 5 minutes to get there, then it will be ready by the time I get there. Okay, the Thai food was ready to go. Picked it up right away. And the second pickup for this order is at Bojangles, and I've got a little back door to that one without having to get back on the main road. And just as I walked out of the Thai food place, I accepted another pickup, so this is another triple. It actually, though, it was Wendy's. It was only another $3 for like 1 mile, so I thought, okay, why not? I'm going to be right here anyway. Only concern is that Wendy's can sometimes be a little slow too. but it will give me a chance to go to the bathroom, which might be a good little stop for that on this triple. So here I am at Bojangles. So Bojangles was a little slow to pick up actually, but I did make my pit stop there, so now I'm kind of hoping that because of that, Wendy's will be ready, which is just not even a quarter mile down here. Wendy's dropped off. He gave me his PIN number, and I didn't need a PIN number. He just said 3497. Okay, I don't think I need it, but thank you. Anyway, now I am 1.9 miles and 6 minutes from drop number 2 of this second triple order. The Wendy's and Bojangles both dropped off, and now I'm a little under 5 miles to the Thai food drop off. So that's the bulk of the mileage, probably the bulk of the tip. Also, 10 minutes away it said, and then we'll have to line up some more orders. It's about 7 p.m. I wouldn't mind doing about another hour maybe. Get home around 8:30 at the latest. I believe, based on some earlier, oh, here's one, $9 for 5 miles. They're sending me too far south on those. I'm going to bail on those because I don't like the sending me too far the wrong direction. So I'm going to try to stay up this direction more. Anyway, I tried to do some calculations earlier, trying to add up earnings thus far. I believe I'm at about $58 and have been at it for just a little under 2 hours. Started about 10 after 5. It is now 7:02. So that's doing really well. These triples, I know individually sometimes these triple orders are not so great, but when you just kind of have to pop in and pop out on the way to doing another order, I feel like you do pretty well sometimes. Alright, last of that triple order now dropped off. It was Thai House, Wendy's, and Bojangles. Total of $18.25. Total mileage about 10. Said it took me 45 minutes. It's not bad, not the greatest, but not bad. And I did accept a $7 for I think 6 miles, which isn't good, but it takes me down a little bit to pick up from the same Latin Street Grill I picked up at earlier, and then back up to where I would prefer to be for restaurants. Picked up that order from the Latin Street Grill, and of course on my way there I got an add-on for $3 and change for about a mile extra. Picking up at a tea place, I believe. Alright, picked up the, can't even pronounce the place, but it says it has bubble tea and Korean fried chicken. So that was the second pickup here. And now I'm delivering that one first. It's a mile away, 4 minutes, because there's several stoplights between here and there, crossing over the interstate. Delivered the Korean food to a restaurant, Chopped, salad place. Okay, dropped off the Latin Street Grill. It had a room number listed, kind of like it does an apartment number in a separate spot, and the room number said 122, but then there was a note from a customer, meet at the door, room 224, I think, something like that anyway. So I texted him real quick to say, which room? I got 2 different numbers on here. And I walked inside, and the front desk person was actually starting to look it up for me. And anyway, he replied saying, I'll come down. And so he came on down to the lobby and met me there, gave me his PIN number, and got it dropped off. And now I'm on my way to Viva Chicken for another pickup. I think it was $7 for something like 5 miles, but it is definitely heading me towards home, which is good. On my way to pick up the Viva Chicken, I had an add-on offer, $3.50 some cents for about 2.9 miles going to Chipotle. I said decline. Kind of ready to call it a night, but then they sent me another add-on offer, $7 and change, going only like 1.5 miles or something. So I couldn't say no to that one. So now I'm going back over near Chipotle, but it's a barbecue place that I'm picking up from. Okay, took just a little bit of time to get the barbecue place order picked up. Now first drop off saying 4.6 miles. I think that's because they're taking me a slightly longer way, but that might actually be quicker based on traffic, stoplights and stuff. Dropped off the barbecue restaurant order. One more to go here. It is 1 mile away, about 4 minutes, for the Viva Chicken. Just dropped off the Viva Chicken. The lady came down to meet me on the curb. Very nice. Alright, calling it a night. It's about 8:30. Really did about 3 hours of delivery time, and should be around $82. I'll throw those numbers up once I get them all in here. That's tracking around $25 per hour, so that's a really good night, I think. Not typical, but I guess just people were doing a little bit bigger tips tonight. That was great. Plus those triples and doubles allowed me to get some orders pretty quick together. Alright, y'all have a good night. Doormat Delivery out.